Welcome back into TF. Our friends from the Department of Trade Consumer Protection. I was going to say DATCP, because that's what they are. We call them DATCP here. But Michelle, back from the Department of Trade Consumer Protection. It's the holiday season. Folks are hitting the road, traveling, everything else in between. And if you and I talked about this, but TSA PreCheck is amazing. It saves you time from getting in. Packing's a little bit easier, all of those things. But you're going out to select this. You want to make sure that you find a legit organization to not only do the pre-check for the first time, but if you come up for renewal as well. Because guess what? There's plenty of phishing scams out there trying to pull you in and hit you just at that right moment of making a decision to either do pre-check or renew some pre-check stuff. Of course they're going to be out there.
You took my line. No, absolutely there's a scam behind this, and they are trying to pretend to be something we know and trust. We talked about it months ago with a passport scheme and getting your passport or renewing it for the first time, and now we are seeing the phishing attacks come as TSA PreCheck. So consumers who are out there either, like you said, wanting to get TSA PreCheck for the first time for maybe they can get it in for holiday travel, but certainly spring break, whatever's coming this spring and summer.
I bet you that's a scam right there, though, right? Yeah. Get it. You could get it tomorrow, today. Sounds like too good to be true to me.
That's right. Or maybe they need to renew.
Yeah.
But either way, the scammer is playing off this trust and trying to get you to click their link rather than go to the trusted resources that are available. And they're confusing the information in the process as well. They are enticing people. Go ahead. Use the email, click this link, apply online, send your money. If you're a first-time TSA PreCheck applicant, you have to go in person. And so that misinformation is also creating some confusion.
And so you had mentioned that this could be online through social media. It could be a pop-up ad. It could be an email. It could be a text message. I mean, these are coming from all different places. But how do you verify that you're at the right TSA PreCheck associated business?
Yeah, well, you verify on the website. Those are listed with TSA, and it's tsa.gov where you need to go. And if you are applying, it's /PreCheck. So tsa.gov/PreCheck is, and they'll list you. You have to make an appointment. I don't believe there are walk-in hours. Maybe they do, but they're going to tell you the name of the organization, the address, what the hours are, the appointment opportunities that are available, what days of the week, and if there are walk-in hours available with that organization. Plus, you have the whole application that you need to complete.
I was just going to say, if I remember right, the application process on its own right, if you wanted to visit the actual to make sure you had everything you needed before you even got there. As far as people renewing that piece, there again, scammers, they don't care. They're not watching you. What they're watching is trying to catch that opportunity. So you see it maybe more during the holidays because, well, duh, we're traveling more, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why we're going to see this pop up.
Right, absolutely. So go back to your number and your original documentation and say, when does mine expire? And sometimes you need to provide that on different applications. So you're going to know. You maybe will get an email that says it's time to renew. Don't click that link. Go to the website and go through the renewal process. Let it be your reminder. You don't need to click the link in order to do the renewal. We
rush into a lot of things, and I think that's what gets us in trouble on these things. I've always talked about the pool piece on here rushed on too good to be true. Every red flag, dang it, I hit it. But it kind of plays on the same piece here that it has everything to do with timing. It has everything to do with the time of season, the place, the location, whatever. I love the stop. I hope I say this right. Stop, think, act that you guys talk about. But this is not a rush piece, right? This isn't something, whether you're renewing or doing the first time, that you want to just I just need to get this done. So boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. It might be on your to-do list, so you do just want to get it done, but you want to get it done the right way because you don't want to hand your money to a scammer. You don't want to give your personal information to a scammer, which you need to provide with TSA PreCheck. You want to go to the right place. Be dealing with the government, get your TSA PreCheck at the end if that's what you're aiming for. Because if you interact with the scammer, you're not going to have it. At the end of the day, it won't be legitimate even if you get something.
So you just took it into the next area that I want to go into is what if you suspect that now you've given away that personal information? And this is this is about as personal information as you can get getting out there. What should people do?
You need to contact Consumer Protection at DATCP because we will have information that goes through that protection and recovery stages of things. You may not be in recovery yet because the scammer may just be holding on to it, waiting to sell it to someone who does want to manipulate that information. So we can help you lock things down, talk about what you need to monitor, but there will be a process that you'll have to put in place if you don't already have that as part of your regular practice for anything and everything else that's out there.
And finally, how can people stay up just in general with scams and these things to kind of get into? Because I'm lucky enough that I get to sit here and ask the questions and you guys bring the topics and we kind of go through it. But how could people stay up to date on the scams that are going on? Because basically, we're talking about timing things here. You guys bring things certainly that are new, that have come out, and we get you updated. But there are also things that happen pretty common too. So how can a regular person stay up to date with you guys on these things besides watching these great episodes of TF?
That's the first thing. Number one, watch these episodes.
That's going to be a new promo for us. Number one, watch here. All right.
Number two, there's lots of options. So whatever's going to work for the individual. It might be going to our website and signing up for our Gov Delivery. You'll get our media alerts and press releases. Maybe you just go visit our website regularly to see the fact sheets and peruse those. Follow us on social media. We do infographics on a regular basis, and TSA PreCheck is going to be one of them throughout the month to make sure that we're getting the messages out there in short snippets. And then, again, number one, watch this program.
She's probably going to be in trouble for saying that, but we're okay with that. Michelle, thank you so much for sharing the information. And again, one more time, if people want to learn more about this, any of the scams, reporting these things, or again, if you suspect that you have become a part of a scam, how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, call the hotline, 1-800-422-7128, or go to the website at datcp.wi.gov.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time as always. And
Thank
I'm glad
you.
you're a number one fan.
Have fun traveling, and you betcha.